exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is indeed Tuesday, baby. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad to see everybody here. Lord have mercy if we got things to talk about. I want to thank Dorothy Tyndall for jumping in, first one to get here, followed by Raylene Allen. Our poet Oddly Wired is in the room, as is the remixtress. Thank you both. Dizzy Duke is here. Our buddy Sarge Tech is with us. Sherry, how you doing, baby? Wonderful quilt, baby. I love that thing every time I look at it. Donald Ware is here. Sherry Bailey is with us, as is Tracy Tobias. Sorry, got to get my mouth working. Dolores Grant is with us, as is Susan Jarrett. Michael J. is in the room. TK Benj is with us. Niles White, thank you for dropping by. We appreciate it. Our own Bernadette Pree is in the chat, and as is Suzanne Farasepi. I hope I'm getting that right. Michael Leach is with us. Jan Beats is here. Greg Talbert, my buddy out in California. Buddy, I hope your life is going well. Good to see you in the room. Sonia C. Jenny Tarasi is with us. Virginia Whitley. How you like that, Virginia? I finally got it right. Whitley. It's easy once you get the hang of it. Yeah, I'm sure it took you a long time to learn it, too. Yeah, right. Iris Giselle, thank you for being here. Gary Atkins, so many more. Thank you all for being here. BW, Sonia C., Jess Coggins. We appreciate y'all being here. Anyway, what's going on? Well, we all know this is the one-year anniversary of the murder of George Floyd. And we were all hoping that the George Floyd, the Justice in Policing Act, would be passed today, but it was not. There's still a stickler going on between qualified immunity, from what I understand, something the Republicans don't really want to give up, but there's hardly an argument against it. Every man should stand accountable for his actions, regardless of what job he's got. And so we need to do away with that. It gives them a license to do what they do. But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris met with the family of George Floyd today in the White House, and I think there's some reassurances that this is going to go over soon. We're going to get this passed. We have to. Everybody has seen the atrocities that time after time we have seen on video of atrocities committed by police. And it's a push, especially with here lately, the Ronald Green case in Louisiana. They announced today where 2 officers were going to be fired. 2 of the officers in that video were going to be fired 2 years later, only after we got the damn video released to the public. And we have to realize that problem in Louisiana highlights the need for national reform, police reform. because this case, the Ronald Green case, with all the video, body video that they had, body cameras from the officers, and the written police report that they had, there were many people higher up the chain than those officers that knew what happened, knew they had lied, and knew they had presented a false report. So there are more people involved than just the officers in this case. This highlights the need for outside intervention anytime there is an officer-involved incident that results in the death of a person. Somebody else should look at it. It shouldn't be an internal review because they're biased. They're trying to hide their ass. John Bell Edwards comes out and says this is a terrible thing. Really? Well, then get after it, buddy. Because your state police need to be cleaned up, as do the police departments across this country. Not saying all police officers are bad. We know there's a few bad apples, but it seems like those few bad apples are on every damn tree in the orchard. Every one of them, there's bad apples, so we need to remove them to get what needs to happen, to restore confidence or to build confidence, because really the confidence hasn't been there all along, especially if you're a person of color, which George Floyd's brother brought up today, that we have laws to protect birds, that we should have laws to protect people of color. That's what he said. You'd think it would be easy. He was talking about the bald eagle. We have laws to protect birds in our society. We need new laws, baby. Anyway, speaking of law, oh, this is good news for a lot of people, including me. I get a little smile saying, yeah, tick-tock, let's go. The Manhattan District Attorney, Cy Vance down there, announced today that there is a grand jury has been convened, not gonna be. Grand jury has been convened in a criminal case against Donald Trump and the Trump enterprise. And it includes Donnie Boy and other executives of the organization. Well, now, who could that be? Other executives. Tick-tock, baby. They say this grand jury is going to take about 6 months. So this summer, the end of this summer or so, we should see some indictments coming down. Because we know what they're finding. Cy Vance wouldn't be taking this to a grand jury if he didn't already have the evidence needed to move forward. So that and the fact that the New York State Attorney General is working in cases that coincide with the Manhattan District Attorney and sharing evidence and all this. This is not going to be the only grand jury we're going to see. We're going to see more. Mary Humphreys, glad you're here, baby. Thank you for coming in. Aqua World Volcanus, thank you for being here. Anyway, how about it, Bill Jones? How's everything out in North Carolina, my friend? Hey, Bill. You with us, Bill? There he is. No? Oh. Spark, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, Sparky?
Glad to come on and see how you took the news today.
The news of the indictment of the grand jury. Yeah. I'm liking it, brother. I'm liking it. It's the first one. We're gonna see more. We're gonna be seeing more.
They're gonna go after Weisselberg first.
Huh? The Weisselberg's gonna be called in to testify. I guarantee you. Bill Jones, did you catch up with us?
Oh, yeah, I had to mute my thing there because my dogs are going nuts. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. How the puppies doing?
They're doing okay. They're a little excited because they had another neighbor puppy outside, and they wanted to bark at him.
Well, of course they do. Say hello.
The only comment I wanted to make on that is just remember that this is only a small piece of it. This is only the DA's version. This has nothing to do with the AG's case against Mr. Trump's organization.
Nope.
This
Just the beginning, baby.
this is only the tax evasion part. This is a small piece of the 18 different things. So it's going to be an ongoing process. The other thing to remember is this ain't like a regular grand jury. These guys aren't meeting for one day a week, a couple of months. They're meeting 3 days a week for 6 months.
Indeed.
That means they're covering a lot of these.
This is going to get interesting.
I want to know how John likes the news that Trump says he can't be prosecuted because he has immunity and he's an ex-political.
Well, number one, he's wrong.
Yeah. Number two, we don't give a shit what Donnie says. But hello, TW Travis. How are you doing, brother?
Yeah.
We're doing. How's you guys doing?
We're doing all right, brother. It's a nice kind of overcast day down here in South Texas, but we got through it. Hey, before we get started here, I want to call out Jane Mendenhall, who came in with $5 and said, what's up, fellow Blue Dots? It's good to be here. I hope everyone is well. Well, Jane Mendenhall, that's very sweet of you. Thank you for asking about everybody. I believe everybody's doing pretty good. I ain't seen nobody in the chat that's who's being who is?
My dog is being a jerk.
I thought that's who you were talking to, Bill. That's all right.
My dog. I wouldn't call a Blue Dot a jerk.
No.
I call my dog a jerk.
No, my Vicky came in here a little while ago, all excited, and jumped around, knocked over a table over here that had the tripod that had the camera mounted on it that fell over there and hit the table that had the water jug
my
on.
God.
Oh yeah, it was just a domino effect of comedy here. But
big dogs and big tails. That's
Yeah.
why I have a little dog with little tails.
yeah, this girl weighs about 60 pounds now. So when she bumps into something, she's the sweetest thing. Her just gets all excited and her body moves. That's all. She just got a bath. They all just got a bath.
Oh yeah, that when they get their bath, they're excited
Oh, yeah.
anyway. I think it's because they're like, oh, I'm clean.
Yeah,
I'm
they'll
clean,
run
I'm clean."
around and then all of a sudden, boom, they run out of gas, fall on the floor, and fall asleep. There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
That's what I'm hoping for. Legal analysts on what grand jury
I don't know,
convening
John,
could
do you-
mean
do
for
you run
Donald
around
Trump.
like that when you get a bath?
Oh, hell yes, I roll all over the floor. Mom has to chase me out of the room. Get your clothes on. No, but are you shitting me? Them days is gone. I'm lucky to get it out without falling on my ass nowadays. Anyway, shit, yes, we got a grand jury convening. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some
Serious
shit?
one too.
About time, right?
It is. It's about time. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. And again, we have to remind ourselves, this is, look when Merrick Garland took over the Department of Justice, And although this case is outside, actually this case is just the Manhattan District attorney who is retiring at the end of the year. So there's
Been going on for a while.
yeah, this has been going on for several years. Cy Vance wants to get this done before retirement, before he leaves. So,
Well, then they wouldn't put together a grand jury unless they had evidence enough to give evidence to a grand jury. Remember that.
yes, and as far as Donnie's saying, he's got immunity. Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
bull.
no,
That's
no,
what he
no.
said today. He's got immunity, and then Giuliani got caught on a phone call. I just heard too.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of phone calls going around nowadays. Don't you know?
Yeah, Donnie has a poor memory because not long ago the Supreme Court denied the fact that he had immunity. Remember when they said, Donnie, you're wrong, you have to give up your taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all about the immunity thing.
That
So,
was, and
Donnie's
most
wrong.
of these charges are before he became president. There's also
Exactly.
a consideration on the time limitations on the
Yeah, I was watching.
the limit.
What's her name?
Which one? Which her?
The lady.
Oh, that
I like
lady?
her all the time.
Only
Rachel.
100 of them.
Oh, Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night I watched her, and he was very like, okay, Trump did one of his properties at $19,000, and it wasn't him. It was appraised at
Weisselberg.
$1 million.
Weisselberg?
It was $19 million, and he appraised and told him, "Oh, it's worth $50 million."
Piece of shit. It's falling down. Not worth a crap.
Yeah.
Then you go to the bank and ask for a loan. Oh, it's a spectacular piece of property. You can't find anything better in the whole New York district. Give me
And
lots of money.
that's the same property. That's the same property that what's that guy's name? I'm trying to think.
Happens
He was
to me
the
all the
dictator
time.
back in the day. Gaddafi.
Oh,
Gaddafi stayed on it and in a tent at one time.
on
That
Trump's property. Yes.
Yeah.
Muammar Gaddafi came to visit and didn't have no motel to put him up, so
Nowhere to stay, so they put him in a tent.
Donnie put a tent up for him. I forgot to mention, and before we get too far away, because I want to say thank you. I talked to two Boodots today. I talked to Terry Ballard up in Denison, Texas, today. Terry is a nurse up there, and she was on duty when I called her. But she is going to be coming down to Corpus Christi to visit in June, and she's got reservations over there on North Beach over there, so we're going to get to meet. So Terry, had a wonderful conversation with you. We'll talk again this weekend when you're not running up and down the hallways. And then today I also had a nice conversation with Keith and Kathy Beal up in Franklin, Pennsylvania. And I got on the video phone with them for a while. We had a grand visit. Thank you so much, Keith. Thank you, Terry, for the conversation today. I appreciate it. Anyway, whenever I talk to somebody, I like to call them out because I tell them that when I'm talking to them. I'm going to call you out when I have my show tonight, so yeah. I want to make sure I did that. Anyway, getting back to the rat killing.
There's a bunch of news today, man. A bunch of news.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good today. That was the kicker, though. What was this about a phone call from Giuliani? I didn't see that one yet. What happened with that, TW?
They said, I don't know if I got it totally correct. I heard bits and pieces. It's basically they caught him basically calling in, "This is Giuliani, and I want to make sure that the stuff goes to Trump instead of going to Biden or something like that in Arizona." So, like, oh wow, no wonder they took all your devices.
Yeah. They found a whole
They
lot
got
of
a bunch
shit.
of that election interference stuff on his 18 electronic devices. They're going through it right now.
My.
Yep.
I believe
Do
the
you think
House of Cards is
Weisselberg will
fixing to
jump,
fall
or do you
apart.
think, it'll be Giuliani that jumps because they're both in the same
It's
hollow?
going to be a contest to see who flips first and who throws who under the bus.
I think they're all going to flip on each other. Everybody's
so,
going to say, "Oh, it wasn't one. It wasn't me. It was him."
Because
Yeah.
they've already got all the kids already. They did their deposition. Oh, we don't know that person. Oh, he might be a bigwig in the thing. We just don't know. We'd have to see papers.
Oh,
Yeah. They got Ivanka the other day saying that she didn't know Alan Weissenberg, and I'm going, "He was part of your family before you were born, girl. What the fuck?"
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
No shit.
She probably. I bet you that he got a bunch of gifts from Weisselberg. He was a teenager and whatever.
I'm sure every birthday there was a big present from Weisselberg for Ivanka, baby. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're all in this ball of wax. Other executives of the company. Well, that's the only other executives there are is Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka. That's it. And
Alan
Weisselberg.
Weisselberg.
That's the
That's
company.
it.
So,
That's
Yeah.
that's why
That's
Michael
money,
Cohen's been meeting with them. He's got 11 meetings now, I think, total. And he's been
Damn.
going through all those million pages of stuff. And he said
got a lot to
he was
account for
on
here, buddy.
Ari Melber last night saying it's over for Donnie. It's just a matter of time
Just a
because
matter.
they have the evidence. So we'll see. We'll see if he's right.
Justice comes slowly sometimes, but it rolls along. I want to thank Budman, came in with $5 and said, just wanted to thank you for what you are doing. And it is pronounced Uterheiner. Budman, I'm going to screw this up because now you got me trying too hard. Unterreiner. Dennis. How about Dennis? How about we stick with John and Dennis, and me and you don't have to worry about last name. Hunter Reiner. I hope I got that right, Bud, man. Thank you, Bud, man. I've been mispronouncing his name forever, I guess. I don't know. My mouth does not work.
What is people's opinions about, Trailer Queen, Marjorie Taylor Greene, her comments about the mask mandate in Congress being compared to the Holocaust victims taken to the gas chamber?
Yeah, that was just bad.
Well, it took 5 days, but the leadership is now coming out and speaking out. You know.
Isn't that the most disgusting goddamn thing you ever heard?
What is
or
it
am I
going to take?
overreacting?
Yeah.
No, you're not
No,
overreacting.
you're
What is
right.
it going to take to
That's
throw
right.
the cucumber lady out? You know,
Yeah.
you're an
When are they gonna
embarrassment
just say
not only
enough
to
enough?
your party but to
Goodbye.
our country. Are you shitting
Yeah.
me?
When I was really upset about it, McCarthy comes out and says, "Well, that's the Republican Party doesn't believe in that," and I'm going, McCarthy, you're the leader.
Yeah.
You should just fire her ass or put a petition to the Speaker of the House to have her impeached. You have that power.
Yeah.
Why do you get rid of her?
You know, because she is
Quit
Donnie's
letting her-
face.
Quit letting her walk around Congress. Tell her, hey,
Yes.
if you don't go get in your little cubicle and go play with your crayons, you're out of here.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
They need, cucumber lady, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Well-
and every time they call her by her initials, my wife out there goes,
MTG.
no.
MTG?
No. She don't want to call that. She's trying to seize on AOC's 3-letter
Yeah.
identification. You say
Well,
AOC,
but,
everybody knows who you're talking about.
He goes, well, Omar said that about the other thing, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but Omar apologized
Yeah,
for what he said.
the Marjorie
Keith
Taylor
Olbermann
Greene
calls her,
she's just doubling down on every damn thing.
yeah.
Everything
Keith
she
Olbermann
said.
called her Miss MTG means Miss Trailer Queen, and he
Miss-
said, "No offense to you ladies who live in trailers."
Yeah, no shit. Yep. I'm sorry. I just got distracted because I seen the headline there that says GOP outrage over Greene's Holocaust remark grows. They're starting to. Some of the Republicans are going to start creeping around and saying,
Been 5 or 6 days of dead silence, John.
guess what? They better get used
Been
to
5
it.
or 6 days of silence.
Matt
They haven't said a damn thing.
Matt Gates' shit's going to come up pretty quick. You got Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
These are the idiots. Bobart out in Colorado. These are the ones that hold up a flag that say, I'm the idiots of the party. But these are the idiots that are hanging on to Trump.
I was watching a thing. Don't ask me how it came up on my thing on my YouTube videos, but it was about that preacher that said, "Oh, Donnie's going to be in, and he's got blah blah," and then when it didn't happen, all those people were, and he goes, "You don't realize it's going to be the apocalypse because Biden now has took over." It's like, yeah, whatever, pal, dude. You're just trying to find money in places that they're going to drop your butt, And it was some preacher from Alabama or something.
Of course there is. Of course there is. Anyway.
Like, come on. It's like he lost because he lost. People were tired of
As
the
long
way
as they hang on
he
to that. Look,
was doing.
you just wait until the cyber ninjas out in Arizona come get done with that. They're going to show y'all all the and it's going to prove the cicadas. The cicadas ate all the Trump ballots right there. They just disappeared with the cicadas. That's what it was. It's a new batshit theory. I don't know. It goes along with the bamboo crap, or, they're desperate. But remember, they're gonna do this same stunt in Georgia. I believe they're going to be a little bit more restrictive because the only thing they're going to release to them to count is photocopies of the ballots. They're not going to get their hands on the original ballots like Arizona handed
Yeah,
over
because
to.
they said they were. They were trying to change some of those in Arizona.
Well, the machines themselves cannot be used again in Arizona. Arizona's going to have to get all new voting machines because they turned over their machines. The Republican Senate of Arizona turned over the head of the Senate there. I can't remember his name. He's the one that decided, okay, cyber ninjas get to play with all the machines and all the ballots, do whatever you want. There's not a bigger slap in the face to democracy than that kind of shit, and he knew it. He knew it. You know, that the power Donnie holds over several of these people.
Like they said they don't know what to get, to get it into his head of okay, dude, you've lost. Get over it,
Cheryl Widerstedt. I know I screwed it up, Cheryl. Forgive me. Speaking of idiots, the local apple orchard up the street from me is hosting Pillow Guy, and it's all about the vote count. Northern Michigan is full of brain-dead trumpets. Well, Cheryl, I'm glad there's somewhere else just besides my neck of the woods down here. But yeah, that they're still those are the people that they're still holding on to. They're not going away. As a matter of fact, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz is out there having rallies around them.
Yeah, have you seen like the latest? They said Trump's supposed to start his rallies here soon, and it's like, yeah, I think they're going to start. Yeah, there's not going to be a rally going on. It's going to be, you're going to be sitting in a jail cell, Trump.
This is, what this is going to do? This is going to do nothing but drive more people out of the Republican Party into the independent line, and move away from the core Republican Party. It keeps happening. I mean, because these stories keep coming out.
Yeah.
You got
people keep dropping. They're just like, we can't take this. We can't do this anymore.
The Republican Party has become the party of nothing but liars, cheats, and thieves, and it's obvious to everybody. It is working well for our side, but we have to grasp this opportunity when it comes. Go ahead, TW.
I wasn't a Republican ever, but you know what? At least, at one time you could respect the Republican Party at one time. Now, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at one time you could listen to them. Nowadays, not so much. Michael J. came in with $2 and said, "Ho, hi, ho, it's out of Congress Marjorie goes. Out, hi, ho, get your butt ass out of here." That's what they need to do. They need to just remove her from the Senate. She is...
They need to do something. They need to say either you stay in your office and don't bother people, or we're going to take your toys away.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a minority leader to do that. McCarthy has no balls.
No. As a matter of fact, as I understand it, Marcia read me a little something blurb out of her feed over there, that after Kevin McCarthy came out and called her out for talk about the mask and the Holocaust, Marjorie Taylor Greene retweeted a tweet calling McCarthy weak and another nasty word, but then she immediately deleted it. Well, are you shitting me? You're the cucumber lady. If you tweet anything, I don't give a shit what it is. Somebody just took a screenshot of it the second you put it out there, baby. It doesn't go away just because you delete it. It was some attack on Kevin McCarthy.
It's out there for a while, and then click.
Yeah. So, her first response was attack Kevin McCarthy. Yeah. And so, but then again, we're talking about Kevin McCarthy, who, like Mitch McConnell, flushed his integrity down the toilet after he went down to kiss the ring.
Yeah.
They stand up and give a nice speech.
Him, Teddy Cruz, and Lindsey Graham.
Ted Cruz. I hate that name. I do.
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed every time.
Lindsey Graham, and they showed it on the air. Lindsey Graham is nothing but Trump's ball boy now. So.
Lindsey Graham has been carrying Donnie's balls since July 4th. What year was it, Bill?
Yeah.
Maybe it was 19 or whatever, 18, 2018.
Yeah, 18 or 17.
Yeah,
something like that.
When he went over to visit Russia and he came back with Donnie's balls in his hands.
Have you ever heard that Lewis Black clip about ball washers?
No, but I like Lewis Black. Back and
Talks
back.
about having he would have his own personal ball washer, and then he starts going into it about scrub, and do this. And
Yep.
that.
Well, that's
It was funny
lick,
and
lick,
shit.
lick. In their case, that's what Ted Cruz. Lindsey Graham is bad enough on a national scale, but Ted Cruz is my senator. This is the guy that represents my state, who just shriveled up and acted like a coward right after the primaries, and Donnie slapped him upside the head, called his wife ugly, told him his daddy killed Kennedy, everything else, and then the next thing you know, Ted Cruz is on the phone over there raising money for Donnie. Hey, come help out my buddy Donnie because he's a great guy. Are you shitting me, you little sniveling coward? Ain't that what he called Trump? You sniveling coward, you stay away from Heidi. Are you shitting me? You sucker, and then you turn around and do what you did, and then besides that, you're just a suck ass for.
His wife's like, looking at him like, God, you used to be a man.
I just wonder who in the hell in Texas is voting for him. You're embarrassing us. Stop that shit. He is not a hero of the right. Even the right doesn't like him. Even his fellow senators, if you ask them, John Boehner, Ted Cruz can go fuck himself. Does that sound like somebody in the Republican Party they like? No. He's a prick to everybody.
Him and Chick-fil-A or something the other day.
I'm just tired of being embarrassed by the man's ignorance, his arrogance. He's one of these people that just, he thinks he is entitled. That's how come Robin Cade calls him.
What was his thing about Chick-fil-A and they were out of sauce or some bullshit?
Out of sauce? I heard some story about that somebody was I don't frequent the place.
It
So.
was something. Well, it was something Ted Cruz was bitching about. It's like, what are you bitching about? It's like.
Oh, I think because it was something about
like that.
Chick-fil-A was only going to give out one sauce per order because they was running low on sauce, I believe. I don't know. Sounds like a supply chain problem to me there, Chick-fil-A. I don't know why you're bringing that up, but I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't frequent the place. I don't agree with their business model.
They voted for Donnie, so.
We're going now.
Don Cheeto says that Cruz went on hormone therapy to get that shitty beard. I know he tried to grow. It was after all the shit that he went through after the election and everything, and Ted Cruz tries to grow a beard to go incognito so people won't recognize him. Are you shitting me, Ted, with that nose? Are you you're gonna have to get a nose job, Ted? Yeah, that thing sticks out there like a dagger, man. I'm telling you, you can't miss Ted Cruz. Besides that, the smell of shit precedes him everywhere he goes. He's a coward.
They even know him in Mexico.
Yes, they do. Hey, Johnny Fly. Thank you very much, brother. Johnny Fly just came in with $10 and said, awesome to see a grand jury convened against Donnie Boy. Let's see how long it takes for Donnie to start crying like a spoiled brat baby. Justice will be served.
He's going to be
Trump.
screaming for the next 4 or 5, 6 months.
It's going to be this is a witch hunt. It's a political hit job. Y'all are only attacking me. Help me, my fellow maggots, because they're coming after your great freaking leader. Are you shitting me? Shut up.
Near the grand jury. I've been out underneath the camper this morning. So.
You were under the camper hiding from who?
No, I wasn't under the camper hiding. I was just under the camper trying to fix some stuff that I needed that I've been putting off.
I've been under the camper, buddy.
I think Donnie's probably thinking, how can I get my airplane fixed?
Yeah, he might need it. He might need it, Spark. Make a quick exit.
And then at least the Biden can say, what is it for? And he'll say, well, I need it for my rally and to leave the country. And he can figure your own way out.
I'm telling you, he should have planned a state visit while he was still president over to Russia and gone over there and found a sanctuary. Hey, Jorge Tirebiter, are you in here? Jorge.
Mike muted.
Your mic is muted, Jorge. God
I
damn.
mean, Steven Seagal went over there.
You still in the
John?
hospital? Yes, sir. Yeah,
I
Bill.
got one last thing I want to bring up, and then I'll let you all go.
What?
You okay?
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, give me
What
a
else you
minute.
got?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute, and don't yell at me till I'm done. I'll tell you
All
when
right.
I'm done.
I won't yell at you
Anyway,
like I do.
last week I mentioned about the independent council when Nancy came out and said we're going to go for a bipartisan thing, and then if that don't work, we'll go it alone. And I was all behind Nancy. Somebody was saying the president could order it, but that's not how things work. Nancy controls the legislation,
Right.
not the president. But anyway, over the weekend I did some thinking about it, and I decided that I was wrong. And I'm going to tell you my idea, and I'll let you all throw around it. If you remember 6 years ago? Been a while.
Oh, shit.
Remember a little thing called Benghazi?
Oh, it rings a bell.
When the Republicans could not get a joint commission, so they just decided, well, we're going to go it alone. And
Yes.
what did they do? For
They-
3 years, they chased Hillary Clinton around like she was on fire.
Yep. Indeed, they did.
And it was ridiculous. And then I thought, there's even a better example. What we need to do is we don't need to do a Benghazi. We need to pull a 1990 coup like the Republicans did and pull what I call the Ken Starr routine. The hell with the commission. We need to, what Nancy Pelosi needs to do, and she has the votes in the House. She can do it. It's her power. She can say, we want a special investigator, independent, like a Ken Starr, and we'll let them solve it. And then guess what, Republicans? You cannot blame the Democrats because it's an independent council.
Oh,
Remember
Bill.
Ken Starr, you asses?
Oh,
and,
Bill.
And that's why I think that they ought to play hardball now. I was wrong last Thursday when I said, I did some thinking about it, and I said, our problem is we try to be too much the nice guy and too much let's get cooperation with the Republicans. And I understand the president's desire to do that because that would be the best as far as the American people goes. I mean, look at the polls. 2/3 to 3/4 of the American people, including Republicans, are behind this commission.
Yes. Yes.
They
The
want it to
investigation.
happen. The only people that don't want it to happen is the Senate. Well, anyway, let me finish. The only people that don't want it to happen are the Republicans in charge, the Senate.
Right.
So my answer is when they turn it down, they're going to vote here the next couple of days. They're getting ready to vote on it.
Right.
When they turn it down, Nancy ought to come out and say, okay, we're not going to go the reconciliation route. We're going to play hardball. We're going with a special investigator. I think that's a good move, and I just
think
thought
it
I'd
is an
throw that
excellent
out
move.
there and see what you guys think. I think it's a good move. What do y'all? I'm done. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I think so.
I like it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Robert Mueller was?
I mean, they
A special prosecutor?
yeah.
Special
Yeah, but that was-
investigator?
Basically have to.
It has to be from the attorney general. I don't think Pelosi can.
No. That was different because it was an impeachment thing. This is totally different because we're trying to do a bipartisan commission. So one of the options we had, if you read Article 1 has all the Article 1 is all about the Congress's rules and what they can do and what they can't do. But she can appoint a special commission and give him all the powers of Congress in terms of subpoenas and everything else, and just let it go.
Let's get after it.
Remember how they handled the Bill Clinton thing? There were no Republicans involved. There were no Democrats involved. No senators involved. It was Mr. Starr and his investigators.
And look
And
out.
that's the way I think that's the way she ought
And
to
that
handle
turned
it.
out to have a
That's
lot
just
of power.
me. Yeah, got his ass impeached.
Got his ass
It didn't get him
impeached,
removed, but it
indeed.
got him impeached.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brought us the blue dress and everything.
Yep.
Bill, I think
I
it's
know
excellent.
it sounds like a crazy idea, and a lot of people think I'm nuts, but I think it's time we start playing hardball instead of playing Mr. Goddamn
I'm
Nice
tired
Guy
of playing nice guy.
God
We end up
damn
with a
it.
knife in our back every damn time we try that shit. They are
by
not.
the way,
They're
I
not
did-
into that. They're just into. Oh yeah, we'll be your friend here. Stake that with you when you leave. It's
By the way,
bullshit.
before I say so long, I want to let you all know I signed up with one of the 3 Democratic primary people running to take Richard Burr's office for Senate for next year. I'll tell you more about it when I get involved. I'm going to be on the Strategy and Planning Committee, and his name is Jeff Jackson. I hope that he's the one selected. I picked him. I had an interview the last 2 weeks with the three major campaigns, and I narrowed it down to two, and I picked him because when I looked at their organization, they're organized in 97 of the 101 counties in the state. So I like that. My strategy works good when I have counties involved. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But whoever the Democratic nominee is, we're going to get him elected next year, and we're going to get another. We're going to get a Democratic senator.
We need that attitude all around this country, and that's where we come in, people. That's where every one of us comes in. Yeah. Because they're all up for grabs this time, baby. So your congressman is on the seat, baby.
Yeah, well, you and I say it all the time. Use your voice, get involved, do whatever you got to do, but let's get rid of these asses in office.
It's within our power to do it. So let's
anyway,
get after
I'll let y'all go. I love you guys. And by the way, John, I put it in the mail today. Your little pipe tobacco care package is on the way, and I won't know a delivery date until tomorrow or Thursday. They expected that it would hit you Friday or Saturday, but I'll let you know.
Outstanding, Bill. I'll look forward to that, brother.
Well, you'll have something to smoke besides Cavendish all the time. So.
Yeah, Cavendish, you need a little switch off every once in a while. Nobody can smoke that much damn Cavendish. There's a limit to that shit.
Well, I got a couple of varieties and a couple of Turkish Orientals for you, and you'll see it.
Good.
Anyway,
it'll be a nice
you guys
chance
have
to
a
sit
good
down
one.
in my
God
chair.
bless. Keep the faith and don't give up, guys.
No.
We're gonna get this blue wave cranking. I promise you.
Hell yes, we're just getting started again, baby. We're just starting to raise the
Amen,
ripple
brother.
again. Bill Jones, thank you again for coming in. We appreciate it
Always,
tremendously.
brother. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, TW and Sparky, for putting up with me. And talk to you guys next time.
All righty.
I love it when you're on, Bill.
Yeah,
I love you guys too. You know that.
we love you, Bill. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. Talk to you later.
See you, Bill.
And I want to thank Catman. I want to thank Catman56, my buddy Keith, who came in with $3, and he challenged us to a game. All right, let's see how many of our guest panel can answer this question: which Blue Dot member coined the term "fuck Trump"?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, TW, I see you rang in. What's your answer?
Bernadette Free.
Indeed it was our own Bernadette Bree who coined the phrase within the "fuck Trump," and then after he got defeated, it changed to "fuck Trump." So, yes, indeed, baby. But it didn't end there. Just as predicted, it did not end there. He's still around. He's still around. But, and the big but is.
He's trying to keep, his head above water now, though.
Well, again, we're playing this story out. We're watching history unfold here. This is going to go down in history books someday. We are now seeing a grand jury convened in New York to investigate the criminal activity of a former president.
Forgive my stupidity, but did that just happen today?
Yes, it did. That news just came out today.
Because like I said, I was underneath
Yeah, you were underneath the RV doing your business, which we ought to pitch in and buy you an outhouse so you have to quit going underneath the RV to do the business. But, that's a whole other thing there. But
no, this was I was running a cable. So.
But we saw this coming. We've talked about it here for months. Oh, can't wait for the indictments to come. Well, this is one of the things that we go through before we get to the indictments. And so, yes, it's all coming. There's going to be entertainment galore. All we have to do is hope that it doesn't destroy our democracy. Jorge Tarbiter, did you ever get your microphone fixed, everybody?
I think I may have.
How are you doing, my brother?
Well, I've had better days, but I'm still hanging in here.
Yeah, I had better days, too. It was like 50-something years.
Here's my curious story. The judge ordered the Justice Department to release the background material on Barr on the Mueller report.
On the Mueller report, the memo, yes.
Right. And for some reason, the Biden Justice Department is fighting. And I don't understand.
I'm like you. I do not understand it, but it's not going to be all of it. They just want certain parts of it withheld temporarily, is what I understand.
Yeah, I think they still want to keep part of it redacted, right?
Yeah, they still want to keep part of it redacted, and which brings up the question, what for? I have to believe, because, see, now, here's a prime example of, well, if it was the other fella, I put more trust in Biden and Kamala Harris than any confidence I ever had in anybody in the Trump administration.
Amen.
So is there a reason for that? Well, I have to suspect that it's still involved in some sort of investigation against his ass or something like that. Maybe there's something they don't want out yet. But the news is already out there that, there's bad things coming down the pike, baby. Trump should be very uncomfortable at this point.
I thought that was kind of curious.
Yeah, I do too. And let's talk about that right after I call out Johnny Fly for coming in with $5 and saying, let's be sure to vote blue next year. Call your senators on the January 6th commission to vote yes. Indeed, Johnny Fly. And
Johnny, I'm voting for blue right now. They think I'm a Smurf.
Keep calling him, brother. And then a name I'm tickled to death to see. Sexy Sports Fan donated $20 through Super Chat. Sexy Sport Fan, thank you very much, because I thought about you just the other day because it's starting to get hot. I'm down there in my shop, and guess what I pulled out, baby? That little air conditioner thing that you sent me years ago that still works like a charm. You just put water in it. If anybody knows what a swamp cooler is, it's a technical version of that just cools it off the air that blows on you. Sexy Sports Fan, thank you very much for the donation, baby. We appreciate that, and I'm just tickled to see you because, like I said, it was just the other day I was thinking about you when I was getting that ready. So it's still working fine too, baby. That little deal that, she saw me out there sweating in the shop. She sent me this little air conditioner thing, and hell yes, I still use it.
Your own personal swamp cooler.
My own personal little swamp cooler there, buddy. Are you shitting me? If it gets too hot, Mama will have me bring that thing up into the house and put it over there next to her chair. Although the air conditioner's on in the house and everything, it still gets pretty warm in there. You turn that thing on blowing on you, even with an air-conditioned house, it still drops the temperature like 10 degrees. Shit, that just, to me it feels like an ice cube inside the house.
They do work.
Yes, they do. They work great. And they work. They work on the same concept we used when we were all young. Those that have
all my relatives in North Texas had them.
Yeah.
All you basically did was there was a little thing right there, and they filled it with water, and it
kept you
dribbled
cool
down onto the pad, and the pad would go blow through the
It had a little pump and a fan, and that was it.
Yep.
That's
Worked
all
great.
it took. Oh, those were the days. Bullshit. I like my air conditioner now. Thank you very much. And by the way,
there are a lot of people out here that have swamp
I was going to
cooler.
ask you, John.
Oh, they're not gone.
I was going to ask you, how's your air conditioner been working since you got it in your truck?
It's working just fine. As a matter of fact, I was just fixing to say that. Oh shit.
Air conditioner.
Yeah, squirrel ran right across my head.
Damn that squirrel.
Now all I can see is the squirrel with nuts in his mouth. They're my nuts.
All I can see is a squirrel carrying the air conditioner.
Lord have mercy. That's sad. I should be beat with a stick sometimes.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Well, Biden promised can all get together at 4th of July and have a picnic. And I'm doing my best to be home 4th of July. That's my goal.
To be home by July 4th?
Yes, sir.
You're still in the rehab hospital?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the hospital next week again for a little more surgery. And I'll be back in the rehab and hopefully home by the 4th of July.
Well, anytime we can get together will be a good time. Just make sure to take care of your ass. I'm looking forward to meeting Terry Ballard and another Blue Fox.
Yeah,
Ron, I think his name
cool.
is. Huh?
That's cool. I'm still sitting on a case of that Save the World beer, man.
Anytime I get an opportunity to meet one of our Blue Dots, I jump on it. Unless it was that guy. What's his name? Oh, yeah, Robert Heron. Yeah, that guy. You gotta watch that guy. How in the hell are you doing, Robert?
Hey, how many joints are in a lid?
One.
Big one. A big one.
A big one.
Oh, you roll big joints too, huh?
That's right. The judges say they roll big joints too. Are you shitting me, brother? I was just telling my kid about that the other day.
It was Tommy Chong's birthday yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah, he turned 83.
83? Are you shitting me?
Doesn't even
Damn.
I mean, he doesn't even seem like he's that old. You know that?
I told y'all I was watching one of the movies the other day in Spanish.
I'm getting as old as I am, but I am. And all my favorite rock stars like Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, all those guys, they're all old, man. We're all old now. I'm like, shit. I can't believe I actually saw.
Yeah, but do they have to keep reminding me?
Right.
Shitting me? Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man. If I sit here and just look outward through without looking at anything, I'm still thinking, well, shit, I'm 28, 29. I can still handle myself. Don't worry about it.
You know who I seen last night, and I actually liked it. I was watching a star last night, and I was like, wow, he didn't kill off all of his brain cells. It was Joe Walsh, and he was doing he was doing a tutorial on guitars. Yeah. And this guy knows his guitars backwards, forwards, ups, down, and everything. I'll tell you what. He said, I always thought I liked it. He said, I thought I did too much everything. He said, but I still have an ear. And he's sitting there, twinging the strings, and he's like, yep, almost in tune. Hold it a minute. We're going to take this expensive Les Paul here, and we're going to get it so anybody can sit down and play it. And he sits there, and he's like cranking on the thing, and he's cranking on the little doing all, and he goes, where did I learn this? He said, years of practice. And he just did it and got down to, going to town. He goes, now that sounds like a Les Paul. And he goes, why does it sound like a Les Paul? Because Les Paul has only built the best. They've never been able to do anything about it.
Mm-mm.
Well, he's Ringo Starr's brother-in-law. He's Ringo's brother-in-law.
Well,
Rocky Van
And I
Winkle
would
was my
imagine he
favorite
knows something
song
about
in
it.
high school.
Hey,
And
right here,
they
there's
both
a
started taking care of each.
there's a question in the chat here. I'll let Travis answer it. Jenny Tosari, you see the question? What is Discord, may I ask?
I don't see that question actually. Where?
Oh, it's on Facebook.
Oh
I'm
yeah, in
sorry.
that case, I wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, that's right.
What is
forgot.
Discord?
What is
Discord
this?
is essentially a online platform where people can get together and talk and hang out.
Yeah, like we're doing right here.
If you've ever heard of Skype, it's essentially Skype but on a bigger scale. Essentially put, it's just a peer-to-peer communication tool. If you want to learn more about it, you can go visit bluedotintexas.com. And we got a whole dedicated page on Discord and how you can join in on the conversation and join in on the live show and all that other good stuff. It's completely free. And, it's a really good program outside of Blue Dot in Texas. Everybody uses it nowadays. It was originally made for gamers, but now pretty much everybody uses it because it is just that good.
It's just that for any platform you have, whether it be a show like this or gamers use it and, can play a game together and actually talk in real time. Hey, Bob, watch out behind your back. They're going to... Oh, never mind. That kind of shit. When they're playing...
So, the eclipse is tonight, right? But unfortunately, it's not until like 4 o'clock a.m. So...
The lunar eclipse tonight.
Yeah. So if you want
I'll
to,
be, my bladder usually bangs, on my stomach in the morning. Like, get up, you gotta pee. Come on.
it's like it starts at 4:00 in the morning. So if you really want, if you're an enthusiast, you got to get up at 4 a.m. to see this super blue moon eclipse.
I bought something today or last night actually on my phone. It's an app that I bought, and the only reason I paid for it was because I have rewards dollars that I have saved up because Google doesn't know enough about me, so they send me surveys, and then I answer the survey, and so they don't know I'm not thinking about buying a Maserati this week, but go ahead and give me the dime. Anyway, hey, I've bought several books already, several important books that I like. But today I bought the what is it called? Skywalker Pro. Skywalker Pro.
The Star Walk, yeah.
Yeah, Star Walk Pro, which is an app for my phone that I can point my phone at the heavens and it tells me what I'm looking at.
Right, those are cool. They work too.
Yeah. And I got because I had Google bucks. Yeah, $11, man. I've been saving up for a while.
See, it's going to be a blood moon, and it's supposed to be a blood moon, so it's probably going to be a really big full moon tonight. But the eclipse doesn't start till 4 a.m. and then it ends at like 7 a.m. So there's a 3-hour window.
I'm missing it.
That's what I thought. Like, man,
I'm missing it. I'm sure somebody in the world is going to have it captured on camera, and I'll be able to see it on the morning news. Oh, look at there.
Let's hope so.
Too bad I didn't wake up to see that.
If the weather clears up, I'm going to try to see it.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be all over
Blood
the news.
moon
You'll see
eclipse.
professional people doing it, for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if Bernadette Bree will be out there. She knows she's out there. She's you probably gonna have your telescope. Your telescope.
I got my battery all charged up just in case I want to videotape it.
Well, there you go. If you do, you could bring that tape into the Blue Room, and we could all enjoy it.
I try to download videos in there, and I can't do it. It won't take them.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes if they're too big of size, they'll just say, nah, it's like 8 megabytes size or something like that.
But I can, like, if I get some really good pictures, I'll stack the shots and post the pictures. Yeah. That I can do.
Boy, howdy.
And then the solar one happens in June. So we got a lunar one tonight and a solar one in June.
I'm just a sucker for space.
Yeah, and that one's going to be called the Ring of Fire because it's actually not going to be a total solar eclipse. It's going to have a ring around the moon that you'll be able to see the sun on the outer part of the moon.
On fire. It'll be out on Bright Fox will pick it up. Biden causes moon to catch fire. It'll be a headline like that on Fox, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll probably be. No, John, think about it. It'll be, oh, look, the apocalypse is coming.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden they're going back after Manafort. They're going after Manafort again. They're going after Barr right now. All the stuff is coming back out.
That's what, and we've been saying, because people are anxious. They want it. When's he going to get indicted? Come on, why haven't we got him? Again, these are major cases with big implications. They're not going to rush into this shit.
Oh, you heard about the shaman. You heard about the shaman that basically said Trump was supposed to help him out. Now they're saying, well, they're going to do a psych evaluation on that guy.
Oh yes, his lawyer is claiming that he, along with all the others at the Capitol on January 6th, are mentally challenged. They're all mentally challenged, or they wouldn't have been there.
I believe that.
Yeah. Collective.
I saw Michael Cohen, right? Michael Cohen and the lady that did the book on Melania, and then the daughter of that guy.
Yeah.
All three of those people are going to go after him in court. So he's got some shit coming down.
Entertainment is going to be nonstop for years.
There's Stephanie somebody, and then there's Julie Wisenhouse, and then there's and then there's Michael Cohen, and they said, they asked him, are you going to testify? Hell yeah, they were like.
Well, she already said her dad won't protect him. She already said my dad's going to flip on him. He's not going to protect him.
Well, her ex-father-in-law.
Is that who it is? Her ex-father-in-law?
Yeah,
that's
her ex-father-in-law.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Weisenberg.
I'm telling
And
you.
that guy, every time that's ever gone
They're going to be
through-
flipping on each other so fast it's going to look like an IHOP.
Because he said when it comes down to him going to jail or Trump going to jail, they're going to get the bigger trouble.
Well, he said he's just like Trump. He will protect himself at all costs, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
And
It'll
if
be
that
a
includes
circular
throwing his
firing
kids under the
squad.
bus, that's what he's going to do.
It'll be a
So
circular fire.
But
her
again,
statement on Weisberg was
That
she's
drives more and more people away from the Republican Party. And guess where they're going? Maybe they got to go towards the middle, towards us. This is an opportunity for us to grab these people as they come across. You know, well, I'm tired of being labeled as a dumbass. Maybe I'll wander over here and maybe gain some intelligence. We can only
And did
hope.
you hear what Marjorie Greene called McCartney? I mean, I agree with that's what he is. But
That's what he is, but she deleted that tweet immediately, like she thought it would. Nobody's gonna see it. She deleted it.
She laid some foul language out there on him.
Now, what does McCarthy do about that? What does
Nothing.
McCarthy do? You just had one of your members call you very bad names.
I know you can't even say it on the air. It's
I
so
don't want
nasty.
to. Well, I don't want to say that word. Shit.
I'm like, come on, man. You got to throw this woman out.
You got to
saying
work
her-
hard for me to throw that name at you. You really got to work hard for me to throw that name out of my mouth. And so, so what's Kevin McCarthy going to do? You know?
Nothing.
I know. I'm like, what are you guys going to do now? I
He's
mean,
done
look, she's
tied his
insulted
ass
you.
around Donnie, and now he's got that lady out of New York, whatever her name is, just took out Liz Cheney's spot.
Yeah.
I can't even remember her name right now. Shit, flash in the pan. She's only in there for looks anyway. Are you shitting me?
Oh,
She'll
God.
do
She's
exactly
another
what
wing- They're all wingnuts.
they are.
I mean, I don't know where they find these
It's
people.
embarrassing for them. If they're not embarrassed, we're embarrassed for you to have a party that looks like this right now. Are you
Stefanik.
shitting me? Huh? What's that, Mark?
And the last name Stefanik. I don't forget.
Yes, Stefanik. That's it. That's it. See?
Yeah.
Made a big
She's a
impression.
Harvard graduate.
Well, good for her. She ought to be in the world of business, man. Instead of shoveling shit for a living. God, you know. As a matter of fact, she could literally shovel shit on a ranch and it'd be more respectable than the shit that she's going to have to shovel now. You know?
I mean, I know McCarthy said that she was, appallable for saying what she did about the Holocaust and wearing the mask.
Right.
And then that's when she turned around and called him she called him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, they're all at war. Their whole party is at war.
It is. They're eating themselves from the inside.
Yeah, they're going to kill themselves.
Yes.
Period.
And as time goes on, that's how come I say I laugh when I see my neighbor sign down the road that says Trump 2024. Yeah, it ain't going to happen, buddy. It's just not.
No.
It was a flash in the pan. He's gone.
Maybe in 2024
He may be in jail at that time. And think of that concept. He'd be the
And it's
first.
going to be about tax evasion and bank fraud and embezzlement and all that stuff. That's where he's really going to be in trouble. Yeah.
Election interference.
What's that?
Cheryl's trying to give me permission to use the word, but I just can't. If you lived in Ireland, you could spew that word all day, John. They don't care, even male or female. You might as well be called as that word anyway. Anyway, Karen Van Wyck also came in with $5, not changing the subject. Thank you, Karen Van Wyck. Notice I said it right twice, real fast. And we will see more flips than the gymnastics at the Olympics. Indeed we are.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be flipping on each other left and right. Shit, are you shitting me?
Right.
This is going to be entertainment, and I've told you this before. Where else are you going to find such fine entertainment than right here on the Blue Dot Show? Because we predict the future. We done told you all a long time ago, this is going to be entertainment for us in the next few years.
Because one change happened that needed to happen.
But
The guy that's obstructing the man that's obstructing all the investigations got put out of power.
Yes.
I'm actually going to get a kick out of it when Trump basically says, well, I'm immune, and they're still flat.
He's going to come out with that.
And he said that, but you know what? He's not the president. He's not immune, and he can't obstruct justice any longer. He is
No.
out of the way.
This is,
We're
he's,
gonna get it.
people, well, he might have a pocket, pardon. I don't care what he's got in his pocket. I think the only thing he has in his pocket is a hole so he can play with his little mushroom down there. I don't think he has shit in his pocket that he can pull out anymore.
But they said if he has a pocket pardon, he had to
Good.
announce that he had a pocket pardon.
Pull it out
when he
and let's
left
go to
office.
court. Let's pull it out and let's see if the Supreme Court will uphold your pardon. I don't
Yeah,
think.
that was his big statement today.
Pardon doesn't mean shit in state cases.
Yeah, no, pardons don't mean shit except for federal charges. Oh, not state charges.
Yep.
So everything that's going on in Manhattan right now with that grand
And he's
jury,
not immune from-
there ain't
he's not
no
immune from
pardon
criminal
that he can
prosecution.
pull out of his ass for that. That's how come we're all waiting on it. These are
There's
things
no
that we
immunity to
knew.
bank fraud,
Huh?
tax evasion and bank fraud, and you can't claim
Yes.
immunity to all those
No.
crimes.
No, these are the crimes that people go to prison for that we've
Right.
seen in the past.
Like
So-
I said, the best thing they could have done was just freeze his taxes or freeze all of his assets right now, and he'd go ape shit.
Well,
I'm not sure he has that many assets left.
You gotta remember
Really.
Weisenberg has all the.
If they freeze him, then he doesn't have any money, and they can say, well, if you left, you're broke just like everybody else.
Yeah. Linda Collins is right. The only thing he ever sold was his name, fame, and now that's now that's not worth much.
Now,
That's
ain't
the
worth
whole
the
Trump
pop of
administration.
pissing in
The
window
Trump
to throw it
organization
out.
is just his family. That's it.
Yep.
Selling bullshit. Look at us. We are rich. They're playing off the silver spoon that was stuck up his Donnie's ass when he was born.
How about Mike Pompeo? He's being sued for $1.3 billion.
I hope they nail him too before he gets the bright idea that he can run for president, because I believe that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to come back and run for president in 24.
And the guy that did the indictment, the guy that did the testimony, he's changing his whole tune now, going after Mike Pompeo, going, you know what? Oh, I suddenly remember all the stuff I forgot.
Yeah.
Isn't that convenient?
It is very convenient. We are gonna see so much of this shit, I swear. And again, we're just talking about the Trump organization. We have not even delved into the continuing escapades of Matt Gaetz in his dilemma that's coming up.
Right?
This is just
done.
it's going to be a potpourri of
He's so
justice
done,
running
and
out
the
all
thing
over
is,
the place, man. A corpaconium.
McCartney's like his best friend. These guys are all in a club. It's like a club of
Thieves.
frat boys that just want to party
Yeah.
and steal. Period. And they're
Hoping
like- and
each
they got
one of
all-
them, as long as they stand by the deal, don't tell on anybody, we're good to go. That's what they're
Right.
relying on, as long as everybody stays in the pack.
Yep.
But you know it can't happen. At
Now, when they
some
start
point.
flipping on each other.
Hmm?
Now, when they start flipping on each other
No.
and pointing their fingers, going, "No, that guy did it. He made me
Goth
do
Bosch,
it."
Jedi Master Engineer says, buy a case of popcorn, baby, because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
This is coming.
Because I mean, you think about it. They're gonna get Giuliani for because when they were talking about
See?
all the
See?
stuff that he's
We
done.
haven't even brought up Giuliani.
I know. It's like their whole ring's going down.
Giuliani, think about it. Giuliani was saying, "Hey, you guys can have your
Very tarnished, Bernadette.
you can have your pardon, but you got to pay Trump $2 million." Well, right there, that's a bribe.
They were trying to sell pardons. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well,
They were literally trying to sell pardons. I mean, that's what Trump does. He's like,
everything Trump does benefits Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Money.
cater to the bad guys willing to play ball with me. Who's going to play ball with me? How much can you pay me to let you off the hook for breaking the law?
I mean,
Yep.
charging his Secret Service $400 a day to stay at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, Timothy has it. Last one to flip loses and gets full time in prison. Don't be the last one to flip, baby. I wanted that
Because the first
cat.
guy,
Go ahead.
the guy that flipped on Matt Gaetz, they were going to charge him with like 12 counts.
Yeah.
And he only got like 5 because they made a deal with him. Same thing with every one of these people. They're going to come up to him and go, look, you want to go to jail for 40 years or 5 years? What is it going to be?
What's it going to be? Pick door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. Go ahead, pick your spot. Catman 56 came back in with another dollar and said, as the Navy would say, there's blood in the water. I'm eating popcorn, watching, baby. Hey, there goes one. Get him, get him. Shit, yeah. That's it,
the sharks
baby.
They
Start circling, yes. Because it's, like we said, we was talking, 2 weeks ago or whatever it was.
I want to know, do the sharks have friggin' laser beams on their heads?
Who?
That's an old
No,
quote from Dr. Evil.
The guy who cut the waves out.
That's an old quote from Dr. Evil.
Oh.
It's so funny you said that, man, because India, I was watching the caves that got cut out in such precision out of rock in India that's what they were saying. They had to be lasers to do that kind of work that was so long ago. But let's get out of that rabbit hole real quick.
Buck Rogers in the 21st century. There we go, baby.
Well, we got them now. We got lasers now.
Oh,
we got
shit.
iron
There's
beams.
weapons that we don't even know about. They're investigating that one. Evidently is an energy weapon that fucks up your brain. Targets you, and there you go. Fries your brain, and you're screwed for life.
Oh, cool. I got an
You're not talking about HARP, are you? HARP?
Yeah, the
Weather
You know
alteration
what HARP is,
thing.
right?
oh.
You know what HARP
No,
is,
I
right?
haven't heard about the weather alters. No.
HARP.
Harp?
Yeah.
What are we making hurricanes?
I mean,
High altitude resonance frequency resonator, something like that.
yeah, it's
I've been
something.
hearing about that for years.
Right? HARP and CERN. We got a lot of technology that could be doing a lot of stuff we don't even know what it's doing. They don't talk about it.
I thought CERN was the black hole that was going to be making a big black hole in the center of the Earth.
We're all going to die, aren't we, Velica? Tell me now, Velica, we're all going to die, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Okay, thank God.
That's that commuter train
Whew.
in Texas.
That's scary.
No, she's actually right. I mean, the fear with CERN was that they were going to actually create a black hole.
Oh, is that with
with
the Hyperloop?
It's the particle collider.
Yeah, particle
It's
collider.
the-
Thank you.
The Large Hadron Collider,
Yes.
Right.
LHC.
Yeah,
And so
LHC.
they collide particles faster than the speed of light. They collide them.
That's the one here in Texas.
And it's a 30-mile facility. I mean, the thing is 30 miles long. That's how big it is.
Yeah, under the ground.
It's
It is
and,
massive.
so that was one of the fears that that their experiment would create a black hole and just suck everything into it.
Yeah.
Because they're playing with those kind of physics.
Yeah,
It's
well, that
literally
was
built.
the fear that if you create in one of these experiments a black hole, well, what does a black hole do? It sucks in matter, and it doesn't
Right.
stop. So
It's
that was the
absolute,
fear.
absolute density.
Yes.
With the A-bomb, too. They didn't know the A-bomb was
That's
gonna
true. The day we
Right.
dropped it, we didn't know what the hell was going to happen. We had a theory, a basic idea here. Oh, well, let's pull the pin and see what happens.
Right.
That's the way technology has advanced through the years, I guess. First guy to ever pull the trigger on something with gunpowder, I don't think it may have went well.
They didn't know it was
The
gonna
second
go
guy said, "Oh, look at that shit. We need to correct what the fuck he did."
We have DARPA. DARPA is the ones, a lot of the
DARPA?
DARPA, Defense Department. Sir. Advanced.
You're cutting out, Jorge. DARPA. Ain't that the
DARPA.
yeah.
DARPA.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know.
Isn't that the one that's supposed to take? If they fire it, it decimates the clouds.
That's going back to that
Oh.
weather thing.
They're working on that hyper sonic entry vehicle and all kinds of stuff. That's DARPA.
Why is it we make a weapon out of everything in technology?
Well,
Why does
that's
it have
who
to
we
be-
are.
This-
Whatever we
Right.
learn, we got to learn how to kill people with it. That's what we do. That's what humans do. We figure out how to kill somebody
Make
with it.
money.
It's like that
Yeah.
seems like that's all. No wonder that.
We're real good
We're-
at developing ways to
you know,
kill people. Mass,
I mean, it
mass
seems
amounts of
every
people.
technology we come up with, they want to make a weapon out of it somehow. You know.
Don't
But,
you wish we
CERN
could get away from that and drift towards that world where, we're all riding around on unicorns that are farting rainbows and everything's wonderful?
But CERN's actually built on the whole time theory. Like, it's like a time machine. That's what they were hoping to build.
Yeah. Well,
And if you
that would be
actually read
great.
some of the
Maybe we could go
articles-
back in time and fix this shit the
Well,
right
some of
way.
the science, some of the-
I'm sorry, but that would be a paradox.
That would be, because then we'd all disappear.
some of the scientists, if
We
you
wouldn't
actually
be
listen to what they said, is that they've actually been sent someplace. They don't know where, but then they came back. So they have some kind of portal. I mean, I was reading about CERN last 7 to 8 years. But there's some weird stories coming out of there. How much of it's true, I don't know.
Well,
But it's the biggest piece of technology.
I have a hard
ever.
time.
Hey, Robert.
Yep.
Robert, isn't the CERN that was able to discover the Higgs boson particle?
That's the one. The God particle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
It
of that
discovered the God particle, and it discovered something else, but they amped it up. They made it like 50 times more powerful. And
Shit.
yeah, and then everybody was scared that when they turned it on, that whole black hole thing was going to happen. But apparently they turned it on, and we're all here, so we're not sucked into a gravity well.
Yet. We don't
Wait,
know.
Robert?
We don't know.
Robert.
Yep.
Robert.
Yep.
Maybe this thing makes miniature. I mean, we're talking micro black holes. Like they're made
That's
with
what
only
they
less
were
about
envisioning,
it.
that they would be able to create a micro black hole. A very
Well, if they
It only
tiny,
lasts for,
nano.
It only lasts for a sec. It only lasts maybe a minute max.
That's
It'll
what
start
they
to,
say.
Evaporate.
Yeah.
How about a wormhole? Not a black
That's
hole, but a
what-
wormhole.
That's what they're making. It's a
So
stable
wormhole- Wormhole, theoretically, you could travel to another part of a galaxy without us instantaneously.
You would
right?
you would
We're
defeat
talking about
space
bending
and time, but
time.
Right. So if they can figure out how to do that, yeah, we could be doing just, our technology is only 100 years old. It's only 100 years old.
oh, we're babies
Wait
compared to
till-
what
We're
the
babies in
possibilities
this
of
whole
what
thing.
Susan Jarrett said. HARP is connected to the geoengineering going on in our skies. So that's what HAARP. HARP is connected to
Yep.
geoengineering in our skies.
High altitude resonance frequency resonator, something like that.
Geoengineering going on in our skies. So that's what
But
we
wait
never
till
know
our
what's going on
technology
in our
is,
skies.
if we survive it, wait till
Hey.
our technology is 500 years old.
I think
or
I see
1,000
Mitch
years
in
old.
there. Hey, Mitch, are you in there, brother?
Yeah, he came in the room.
Yeah, I'm here, but my family's talking about weed, so I can't leave the mic open.
Oh, hey. Puff, puff, pass. Come on, let's go. Come on, tell the family, puff, puff, pass. Let's get it in here.
I'll change my nickname. It's Mitch and Co. Mitch and Company. Everybody's here.
Mitch.
Zach is here. Adam's here. Eric
Hello,
is
Zach.
Here,
Hello, Adam.
Julie's here.
We have.
Eric
Well,
is the other one. That's it.
we appreciate the whole family being here.
How you guys doing? Everybody okay out there? in
Well,
Blue
evidently,
Dot
we're not having as great a time as you are. Evidently, one of us is having a grand time.
I had a
we
50
just
milligram
had
baby.
we just had ziti and meatballs, so we're
Oh,
all happy.
outstanding. And then settle back with a nice bowl, and there you go.
Bowl of meatballs. Yes.
Bowl of meatballs, of course. What you think I was talking about?
Someday, John. Someday
Someday.
you'll be on the other end of something I pass you.
I hope so one day that I am there in person to accept whatever it is that you're passing through your hand. That would be nice. We're
So I'm
working
just
on
gonna
it,
stay
baby.
quiet until I finish my meatballs.
Meatballs. Marcia made some the other day, as a matter of fact. She really did. She made it out of the meatballs, out of the meat that Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dean sent us, and they were outstanding meatballs. I really enjoyed them. I got to go to that company and order some meat. That's all there is to it. I got spoiled to that hamburger meat. I could be a commercial for that company. Catman56 came back with another $1 and said, "Remember when Captain Kirk flipped his phone? Beam me up." Wow, we said. Now I have iPads. There you go, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're almost there. Are you shitting me? We thought Dick Tracy had a
we're
thing.
almost
Now
there.
you can get a watch that
Yes,
answers
I
the
can.
phone, checks your blood pressure, and every freaking thing else.
Yeah.
Well, John,
Like I
we
said,
talked about that, remember? We talked about everything you've ever seen in science fiction has come true, almost.
Yes.
It's like they're just kind of,
Well,
you know, they want to
I'm
show it to you so
waiting.
when you see it in real life, you won't be in shock. You
I'm
won't,
waiting for transportation, and I'm waiting for warp technology.
somebody that writes good science fiction does not deal in the absurd. They try to follow out a logical thought process that makes it real for the audience to be able to perceive something that is real. That is really why we have gotten to, when you ask somebody to draw an alien, it's usually with a big head, big eyes, little bitty fingers and stuff, because that's the natural progression of evolution that we will eventually one day, I believe, turn into, is just little squiggly things with big brains and spiny little fingers that don't do shit, but big eyes that we can see everything with. I don't know.
well, if you're in space, if you're in dark space, big eyes make sense.
Yeah, because you'd lose your muscle tone. Why do you need muscle? You don't need muscle in space. Hell, you can just push things around with your finger. Or don't
But
even do
almost
that. By that time, the big-headed brain that you see, that's our brain controlling all that shit anyway. So, you know.
I mean, what we were talking about that the SpaceX looks like. It looks like the original Buck Rogers rocket, right? Or the original, what was that first series that came out? No, like way back there was a
the Mercury,
Flash Gordon.
the Mercury rocket.
Gordon Cooper or
Flash Gordon.
Flash
Flash
Gordon.
Gordon. Yeah, remember the Flash Gordon rocket looks just like the SpaceX
Just like the
rocket.
one that the SpaceX is launching down here. Every
That's what
time
I'm
I
saying.
see that thing, which is right down here from us, I think to myself, that's just like Buck Rogers shit. That's just like the shit I seen on the launch pad in the 1950s that we made fun of now. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They think that was going to get there. Fuck yeah, it does now. And it comes back and lands. Are you shitting me? Mitch Goldstein, thank you very much, came in with $5 and said it's seed money for John. Ain't that what that says, seed money?
Weed money.
Oh, is that a
Weed
W
money.
there?
What's the matter with you?
That's weed money for John. Well, Mitch, I appreciate the shit out of that, brother. It's not easy to come down by here, but you know how it is. It floats
Yeah, right
around
after
there.
they legalize it in Texas. You
I
can run
mean,
out.
I'm just,
yeah.
I'm surprised that he got a W and an S back there.
Are you
Oh my
shitting
God.
me? I was talking to one of our blue dots today, and he's sitting there bragging about how he's got his little vape going on there. They go down the store and all the little products on the shelves and everything. I heard you, Keith.
Oh, I love shopping at the Cannabis Club.
Oh
It's my
man,
favorite
see,
thing.
y'all are killing me. See, go to the cannabis club.
Then there's people. Then there's people that get it home delivered.
Yeah, Spark. Yeah, Spark. Don't even. They just go online and pick it. Oh yeah, bring me some of this. Are you
Oh,
shit?
they got like delivery services.
This is terrible.
now. A lot of it.
I demand my rights as a U.S. citizen. Are you shitting me? We're getting left behind down here. Get after it. Get on the stick down here. I'm telling you. They're missing out on a lot of money, baby.
Weed and a pizza and everything's cool.
Man.
You
Yeah.
can do that online too. You can order your pizza. So.
Yeah.
Well, we got to
Yeah,
They
make
do
yeah,
everything
yeah.
online
Yeah.
now. Are you shitting me?
See, you
You
gotta
don't have
make.
to leave your house.
Except
you can,
in Texas.
You can order cars online, and you can order houses online. And
You can
See,
get anything you want.
We just have to
I ain't
encourage.
finishing it. I just
We got to encourage medical for all being paid for from taxes from marijuana.
Yeah.
Because $70 billion is what the Fed took in last year on taxes.
is no coherent argument against legalizing nowadays. There is not. Anything that you're fighting against, oh, weed causes this, that, and the other, you're pulling it out of your ass or out of some 1930s movie. It's not that. And we have, anybody that has ever smoked it, which I have all my damn life, it's not, I'm still looking for that shit they show in the movie where one guy takes a hit. Oh, this is great stuff. Yeah, I want some of that. Because that never happened to me. I've never stood there and gone, oh,
We're
this,
getting there. We're
this
getting there,
is
John.
good. No,
Just be a little patient.
I'm looking for that shit.
John,
We got it. It just takes a little while to get to
John,
Southeast
your
Texas.
tolerance is so high. When you have a high tolerance,
There's
you can't
the
get
problem
sober
right
on it.
there. That's when you have been a lifetime smoker, yeah, your tolerance is very high. So if somebody says, hey, that's great shit, and you go, hey, that's pretty good.
Are you impugning that Ken Paxton might be full of shit?
Ken Paxton was born full of shit. He has expelled shit all his life, and it's not enough to get rid of what's inside him anyway. It's there. He's a sack of shit. That's our Attorney General for anybody that's wondering. Yes. Ain't that our Attorney General, or is that the
He's Attorney General?
Yeah, Attorney General. He's the one under indictment. He's the one that his own staff said, come out and investigate this man. He's taking bribes. You know, when your own staff goes to the law and says, hey, come investigate my boss, there might be some truth to it.
Right. You might want to listen to those
It's
people.
our whole damn... This state has gone slap-ass nuts because I do believe that the Republicans in Texas are worried because the Democrats have come close both times, 2018, 2020. We came so close. They are desperate in this state to keep hold of their gerrymandered districts, to keep pulling this shit out of their ass, because Texas is turning blue. So they will lie, cheat, steal, whatever they have to do here in Texas to stop us from taking over. They're going to do. And it shows in these recent things down here about the voting laws and all this stuff. What did he sign
Yeah, they're cutting the
today?
polling places, too.
Yes. They're going to try to do anything they can because we have come close to beating their ass twice. Very close. Too close for their comfort. And we need to keep that up.
If it would have been a fair fight, we would have beat them.
Yes. If it was not gerrymandered to shit, we would have a Democrat.
A long time ago.
Yes. We'd have somebody like Ann Richards back, baby. Let's kick ass, take them, let's go.
If anybody was paying attention in Texas this last, 6 months, you had a lot of bad stuff happen in Texas with the freeze and Ted Cruz running for his life and lying about everything. Texas trying to sue every other state to overthrow the vote. There was a lot of stuff that went down in Texas that people need to wake up and vote those fuckers out.
They just passed the most restrictive abortion laws here in the country. And that should outrage everybody. What is it, 6 weeks? I think this, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. Is it 6 weeks? It's 6 weeks.
Yes.
A woman doesn't even know she's pregnant yet.
You know something? They executed someone on the day that bastard Abbott signed that law. And they had the balls to execute a man on the day that they claimed to be
pro-life. I'm pro-life.
They're so full of shit. Their hypocrisy is just disgusting.
They are playing to the base, baby. They're desperately trying to hold on to the evangelical Christians who went off the deep end and now feel embarrassed because they followed the golden idol out the wazoo. And that's their fight. You know that. Evangelical Christians, that's their battle cry. Abortion, we love the babies. No, you don't. You're not pro-life. You're pro-birth. That's it. After they're born, you could give a shit less about them. And
you think they love Palestinian babies?
No.
You think they love Mexican babies
Not
who
a
come
bit,
to the
baby.
border with no parents?
No, don't give a shit.
Sure
Pull
don't
yourself
do
up
that.
by the bootstraps. Swim back across the river.
Birth control should be free. Just give free birth control out there and educate people so they don't have to go through all this bullshit.
Basically giving Viagra away free. Why wouldn't they?
Should be fucking nasty in the goddamn drinking water.
It's
These people should have been free birth control before they were ever.
well, actually, evidently, we're doing it to ourselves because the birth rate is way down. Because I guess people are not getting out and being people.
No,
They social distance and said, no, hell no. You think I'm getting in bed with you? I won't even shake your freaking hand. Get the hell out of here. What are you doing?
Our population went down by 500,000. People died in the last year. I mean, that's a lot of people dying in 1 year over a virus.
Yes.
And you can't work. You can't go out. Nobody's socializing.
Yes.
Every
And
event.
it has made people a little more hesitant to make personal contact, especially with somebody you don't know. First date? Really? I would, thank God I'm not in that position that I'm not out there on the dating scene because shit. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be.
Guess what? Here's the thing, though.
I'd run,
Life
baby.
is not precious.
I don't go out to bars and what. I'm just 60. I don't want to go do any of that stuff anymore. I'm just cozy at home.
No. I got shit to do in town, but it has nothing to do with bars or
keep myself busy on my torch.
usually
You know,
something I got to get done, get home. That's the only thing I want to do is get my ass home, you know, and be able to sit down, get my shit into the crap I want to talk about, and then come visit our Blue Dot family. That's what makes my day.
I mean, I'd love to get back to peace, love, and like the, you know, like Woodstock, where we're all just getting naked and having a great time, but it's just not like that right now.
No,
you know?
can't do that anymore. But we
Yeah.
do
Peace,
need
love,
to
and
come
Christ
together
shoes.
like that generation did, like we did during that time. And I stress that all the time. We have not only a moment in history, we have a moment in time here. That we have so many issues going on in our social discord in this country. We have so many issues, and we can get them done. We could make major strides in race relations, in infrastructure. We can make in education, in taking care of our elderly, broadband. We can make major changes.
Oh yeah.
If we take the courage to keep
The
this
answers are
up.
there. The
It's
answers
our
are
voice
there.
that drives this shit. It's what our voice that got the people in there now that are saying, let's do this. Those we put them in there. Now we need to stand behind them.
Yep.
Yeah, my cushion is not in the right spot, and my butt doesn't feel right as I sit in my chair. That's
It's like
better.
$70 billion a year in medical
Sitting on
marijuana
your
taxes.
wallet, John.
You know, you could take that $70 billion a year in medical marijuana taxes and make it medical for all. Right there, $70 billion could pay for all that, just by buying a joint. You could buy weed, make your friend healthy. Wouldn't that be a great world to live in?
Buy a
And
joint,
and that,
fix the potholes in the street.
yeah,
you know.
fix the.
Buy a
They
joint,
call it
grandma
the
gets
Operation
health care. Gets
Pothole,
meals
actually.
delivered too. You
No,
know,
they have
there's
Operation
things we
Pothole
can
and-
do, yes.
They
But
have
the biggest
Operation
thing we
Pothole
need to
in
do really is to quit placating the damn filthy rich in this country. If you're a billionaire,
And their fair share.
you need to kick up some money for the benefits that you get that the rest of society pays for.
And that was it. Operation Pothole was fixing the potholes on the road in Oregon with the marijuana
Yeah, I
taxes.
think they advertised it as such. Pot for
Yep.
potholes or something like that. It was.
My grandkids came home from school. My grandkids came home from school.
Wait a minute. Somebody's grandkids came home from school.
Right, and they had books, and they said, "Look, Grandpa, what the marijuana tax bought us."
Where's
I'm like,
that?
"Really? You guys got free books?" And they said, "Yeah, marijuana tax paid for it." The kids even knew where they came from. I was like, "That's great." Then we didn't get that when I was in school.
Somewhere around here, somewhere around my person, is a book.
I mean,
It's called The Seeds of Change, and it was sent to me by one of our Blue Dots a long time ago. And there's a little joint on the cover with a marijuana leaf, and they're shaking hands or being happy. You know, it's the seeds of change, baby. And I don't see it. But
Oh,
it's
it's
right
so
around here
beneficial.
somewhere.
It has so many benefits. So many. I mean, from medical to hemp, you've got so many different avenues you can go with it. It can replace oil. It can replace plastics. It can replace all
Hemp
that stuff.
itself could
Yeah.
replace cotton, and cotton is what keeps Monsanto in business. You know, it's not just the cotton. It's not just. It's a whole chemical
Well, and
industry.
plastic too. Now, plastic. When you have something that can, when you have something that can completely replace plastic and it's biodegradable, that's hemp.
And why
Well,
would
and
why
you know
would
what?
we do that? You would think, hey, that's a great idea in this day and age. Why don't we switch to that? Well, you
Hemp
know, it
doesn't
looks like
require-
marijuana. Here we go, Grandpa.
Hemp doesn't require a lot of pesticides.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a lot less to maintain than cotton does. In
Vulnerable.
cotton, you have to spray all sorts of freaking chemicals on it before it can be processed, before it can be harvested.
I
You
think
know-
that's why it's so itchy.
Oh, I took a picture of the guy of the hemp farm across the street from my house last year. I'll have to send it to you on my phone, but it's beautiful. It's like 50 acres, and they were just gorgeous. I was like, man, this is so nice
Just
to
let
see
me run
this.
through this.
And out in the open, where it's legal, and nobody's bothering him. Nobody bothered him at all. It was just gorgeous. People would stop and look and go, "Man, that's so cool. Can I take a picture?" And they would move on.
Boy, howdy shit.
But that's starting to pop up all over Oregon and California as well. California's got huge grows going
There
down
is
there right now.
somebody just
Yeah,
mentioned.
they're growing it in my county.
Goth wash bamboo cloth. You know, making clothing out of hemp and bamboo. Go ahead, Spark.
I said they're growing hemp in my county.
Yeah, I know what they're growing in your county.
No, they don't grow that here. They grow that over in Humboldt.
They grow that up there by Bernadette's house.
Humboldt and Trinity County.
How many legal plants can you have, Sparky?
6.
6.
You
That's a lot of weed, though. You get 6 full-grown plants.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
like in
but
Colorado.
I've never
That's
had
like
any
in
luck with it.
Colorado.
You got to grow it indoors.
Are you shitting me? I've seen video of people growing plants out in California that look like a freaking tree that you got to get a stepladder on top of to get up there. I mean, these things are like 15 feet tall.
What part of California is Sparky?
I don't know. I want to live there.
Tehama County.
Bohemia County.
Is that really
Come
cold?
over.
I mean, are you high? What's the gig?
Come over
No,
there.
California-
Your
we're
choppers
the valley.
Get a bar branch there.
We're the upper end of the Sacramento Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen
Because
some.
in California is way longer than it is in Oregon. I mean, you guys can start planting in January. We
It's
can't plant
marijuana.
till June.
That's what I'd like here in Texas, to be able to grow my own. Just grow my own shit. That way I'm not breaking the law. I'm not disturbing anybody else. I would just like to grow it myself. Yes, ma'am.
John,
Yes, ma'am.
speaking about growing stuff,
Yes,
did you
ma'am.
ever find out where you can get those Thai chilies at?
Oh, chili patines, I think is what you're talking about. That's what we had this discussion before, right? Chili patines is what we have down here, and they're
Get
little.
them all over the place.
Yeah, they're little round. Yeah, they're probably growing right outside Jorge's back door.
BB.
Hey, Jorge!
Hey,
She wants some. She wants some of them. We need to hook her up.
well,
need-
when I get out of here, I'll see what I can do.
I need to get after
How
that.
much would it cost me to do that, Jorge?
Well, I mean, they're
15
available.
feet. Susan Jarrett, you're killing me. Killing me. She's got 6 plants 15 feet tall. Are you shitting me?
You know what? I actually could tell you this.
What?
I have a Blue Dot member heading this way probably in June, and then when he found out that we're just changing our laws now that you can have 2 ounces of marijuana on your person, he's probably going to stay for 2 weeks.
There you go.
Good for
Hey,
tourism,
Joey,
too.
Look how good it is for tourism.
Yeah, it's good for tourism, too.
It's good for tourism. People want to come to your state if you're
People want
selling
to go
weed.
someplace where they can sit back and, I used to say it all the time. I wanted to go up to Canada. This is back when I retired in 2001, before everybody got crazy with it, before I was out there roaming the country. I wanted to go up to Canada just so I could sit down in a coffee shop somewhere and smoke a joint and not be considered a criminal. Because look how many criminals there are around here.
What was it Bellica wanted from me?
Go to Amsterdam.
Chili
I want to go
patines.
to Amsterdam, but that's why.
But she calls them Thai chilies. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. They're
But now I
little.
don't have to go to Amsterdam. I can stay here.
What was it that you needed?
They're like little tiny chilies. Like they come in Thailand. They call them bird's eye chilies.
Don Cheeto says that a chili patine is considered the mother pepper. They are.
Mother pepper.
They are. They will,
Or a mother
they will
pepper.
melt your freaking tongue.
It will light your ass up.
It will light your ass on fire. That's the kind of stuff that you talk about. That after you eat the chili patines, you eat your gallon of ice cream, baby. That way, when you're sitting on the pot later and them chili patines are coming out, you're sitting on the toilet saying, "Come on, ice cream, baby."
See, that's when I was working with the, I was working with all the Mexicans in the brewery. They would take jalapenos and put them in the beer and cap them.
Well, now
Jalapeno beer is awesome.
I don't like
And
to
then we
badmouth any
about 6
product.
months later, and it was kind of like that beer you were drinking. They were hot when you're drinking them, so you had to take another drink.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. Now, Dos Equis is probably my preferred go-to beer. I like a good Dos Equis. So when I went to the store the other day and they didn't have Dos Equis, but they had this new Dos Equis, this citrus blend with a little heat. All right, give me a 6-pack of that. I got to go. It's Friday. I got to get home. Let's go. And I drank one Friday. Tyler drank one. I think that's the last two that's going to be drank out of that 6-pack. I just didn't like it. I'm sorry. I ended up with this burning in my throat that kept thinking, shit, okay, it's fine. Put it out. But no, it's not like that. It's like a heartburn on. I didn't like it.
Oh, beer. They probably use jalapeno juice or something like that with the beer to make it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Bellica was going to say something too.
No, if you didn't want the rest of it, you could send it up here.
Oh, I might just have to package it up because I got like 4 more, and I'm not really looking forward to going. Well, that's the only beer I have for Beer and Bud Friday. I got to go back and give me another $1. I didn't. It was good when I first tasted it. It was beer. It's beer. That's what you. But then the aftertaste, I just didn't. It didn't agree with me so much.
Yeah, I thought of you the other day when I sat down. I opened up. My sister got me. They couldn't eat it because it was so hot. He sent me down all the jalapeno jelly that they made because he said it was so damn hot they couldn't take it.
No.
I was like, man.
That's a different. This is a different kind of hot.
This is hot, and she goes, yeah, it's hot, and I'm like, it's wonderful. And she goes, well, you have at
Tell
it.
them it's lava. Give me all you got, and I'll get rid of it for you. Pour it down the drain for you. You'll never see it again. This was not that kind of hot because I like that kind of hot.
Gross.
What?
It was just gross. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, look, I don't like
Travis
beer.
Tried it too.
I tried it. I don't know why. Just the packaging looked cool.
Yeah.
It sounded interesting.
Like
I knew I didn't like beer
heat.
anyway, and so when I tried it, it left a really spicy sensation in your sinuses for a very long time, and it was really, really
Are you
gross.
sure they put jalapeno, not wasabi?
I mean, honestly,
normally I could put jalapenos on anything. Jalapenos make everything taste better.
Some wasabi, yeah, all right, that'll kill you.
Catman56, my buddy Keith came back with another $3 and said, thousands of dollars spent on a missile to kill. Use the money of a missile, invest it in a school to learn. Wouldn't that save a lot of lives?
Come on, that's the problem with it. We could spend all the money on wars.
If we would stop,
everybody on the planet already.
If we would stop having this quest to kill everybody else in the world,
right?
Yeah, like you said,
man would be a whole lot better off.
For everything.
Our societies would be better. Their societies would be better. The world would be better. We would grow as human beings. Screw that shit. Let's fire a missile. Let's kill somebody. I want that land. Get off my land. Get off my grass.
There's
That's
profit margin in it, John. You know what I mean? There's no
flags and borders, baby. They're gonna play the chess game of world politics, and it is the citizens of each country that suffer. When elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers.
I think they need to have a game like Risk or something like that all of the idiots of the world have to sit down, and then when that person takes over that, then they get that, or this person takes over that, they get that. Because you know what? Then they don't have to fight with weapons. They fight with little tiny pieces of,
Hey, I think it ought to be a fist fight. Our president gets your president, get in the ring. Let's see what happens. If you want to do it with violence, let's do it that way. Y'all knock yourself out and let us know who wins.
I saw something today about all the money they spent on the defense budget didn't stop the Capitol riot.
Nope.
Nope.
That's not where the money goes, baby. It goes in defense contractors' hands, baby. Some guy sitting on the beach down in Jamaica on vacation thinking, thank you, Uncle Sam.
It's that, that $10,000 hammer and $300,000 toilet seat.
Yep, and every one of those occasions, there's some greedy American ready to take advantage and take it from us. It's us. We have seen the enemy, and it is us. It's our people that do that try to cheat the government out of anything they can get. It's the American way. Ain't that sad? We have to work on that, baby, because it's not supposed to be the American way that way. We're supposed to be better than that. We're supposed to work for a benefit of all, e pluribus unum. But
Oh, I remember much better times where we were all more united than the last 4 years.
We
that
need
were
to
divided.
renew that passion that we had in
Because
the
the
late
last 2
'60s,
years,
and
We
take
had a
that
guy
passion
divide
and
the
push it.
country on purpose.
Hey,
I mean, he
you know,
divided
Aaron,
us on purpose
Yeah.
in the last 4 years. That's what we just witnessed.
Anyway,
So now we got to heal, get over it, put all those people in
we
prison.
got work to do, baby. We're going on 2 hours, so I know we're over time. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Jorge, thank you, buddy. Take care of
Love
yourself
you,
and get out of the freaking hospital soon, and don't drink all the beer.
Yeah.
I know you're saving it.
Oh, yeah.
I won't, brother.
All right, brother.
You
Take
are.
care of yourself and tell Nan I said hi.
Will do.
All right. And Robert, always a pleasure, brother.
Sir, yes, sir.
You know, don't matter
good
where the
friend.
conversation goes, buddy. You seem to follow. That's good. Love it. Love it. Wormholes, baby. Wormholes.
That's it.
Anyway,
We'll fall into them more. Don't
thank,
worry.
thank you, brother, for being here. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. You
And,
too.
and Spark. Thanks.
Yeah,
Spark.
John.
Thank you,
I
brother.
remember the beer that I had years ago.
Yeah.
I went online, check on it. It's Ed's original chili beer.
Chili beer.
Yeah,
I'm
and they
already
don't make it
suspicious
any-
at this point.
They don't make it anymore.
I wonder
it was brewed
why.
out of Arizona.
I like to eat chilies and then try to
And
drink beer to
I
get
don't
rid
know
of
what
the
I
heat.
did with the bottle. I never opened it. I had it up on a
you
shelf.
know, there's
right?
a lot of beers that they've actually dropped from the thing. There used to be Olympia, and there used to be like.
Oh, Olympia used to be a hell of a beer when I lived out in
Yeah.
California in the early 70s. It was the pre-Coors. It was Coors or Olympia.
Washington.
It was,
Well, I went to the Olympia Brewery in Washington.
Oh,
when
it's
I
in
was
Washington.
just a
That's
kid.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember it because we used to fly our planes from Moffett Field, California, up to Edak, Alaska, and the Bombay would be, well, I wouldn't say full of beer because we had other necessities we had to take up there. But yes, Bombay had a lot of beer in it. It was definitely cold when it got there. The ones that didn't explode. Anyway, Spark, thank you for coming, brother. We appreciate it. T.W. Travis,
No
as
problem.
always, we appreciate you coming in. Take care of Mark for us, buddy.
Yeah.
Make sure he gets his belly full.
oh, he's good in his belly. But
I'm
too
sure
much
he
sometimes.
is. I'm sure he is. Spoiled like the rest of us. Anyway, brother, thank you for being here. And dear sweet Bellica, baby, we appreciate you coming in here. You was getting even a lively little conversation in there too, girl. Boy, howdy shit. Getting after it, Bellica.
Yeah, he came out of her shell.
Bellica, are you there?
I'm still here.
Okay. You don't have a ruler in your hand, do you?
No, that won't come out until 9:30.
I love you, baby. As a reference to our Blue Dot family in the Blue Room. If you haven't got it yet, go to Discord. Go to bluedotintexas.com. You can find the instructions on how to download Discord, come into the room, and join the conversation not only here on the air, but also in our Blue Room where the cooking really gets a little spicy. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Mitch. Go State for coming by and visiting with us. I know you're having a pleasant evening, my friend. I know the meatballs were great, and so was the weed, I'm sure. Anyway,
Now I've got a really strange, thing in my head right now. I'm thinking of the time that the Blues Brothers were trying to get the Penguin to get, to relinquish what she needed them to do, and she was smacking them with the roller.
my mind's stuck on the meatball and in the weed. I'm sorry.
You could share the wine.
Anyway,
Anyway.
thank you all for coming in and visiting with us, our YouTube family, our Facebook family, our Periscope family. Thank you for coming in and spending your time with us. It's precious, so we are privileged to be able to spend a little bit with you. Thank you so much to those who donated, those who came in with their donations and through Patreon. Indeed, it is what's keeping us afloat, baby. We appreciate it tremendously. Thank you very much. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, all.
Good night, all. And we'll see you. Tomorrow is Wednesday, baby. It's hump day. Me and Clyde will try to keep on schedule. And then we'll be back here for another meeting on Thursday with the Blue Dot Family Meeting Live. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Y'all have a good night. And we'll see you later. BW, Ardina Michael, thank you for being here. Goth Vosh, Jedi Engineer, thank you for being here. Maria Betancourt, thank you so much. Y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all later.